Hi everyone, this is Francisco recording another video, and in this quick short video I have some notes that I wrote down, and the title is Ideas and or Inventions. So there is 3 different ideas that I have. Okay, ideas and inventions. Okay, and one of them is myself. Okay, well, sort of, because I'm having a hard time breathing. Like my nose is all stuffy. Sometimes at night it's difficult for me to breathe without like mucus in there, moving out and in as I breathe, inhale and exhale. And then sometimes I can't even breathe at all through my nose. So I was thinking, I thought about this idea about snoring, and it's kind of interesting. I just thought about it right now, but I guess I could jump into that one first. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share is snoring, and then I wrote technology monitoring users' breathing patterns. Technology monitoring users' breathing patterns. This data will be used until someone dies. The audio recordings will be scanned with AI technology and educate humanity regarding the effects of snoring from human bodies, like possible cancer development, diabetes, asthma, breathing difficulties, etc., just to name a few possibilities. I wrote down, this data can be collected using cameras, like bedroom cameras. So bedroom cameras that are listening. Okay, so because that is super important. Okay, the audio, so it'll basically record you in the middle of the night. Well, it can just record your bedroom, but I wrote down, this data can be collected using cameras, smartwatches as well, cell phones, televisions, etc. I should have wrote down smart televisions, etc., because they're smart. So let me make a correction here real quick. So okay, smart televisions, etc. for hospitals to collect new data to better understand the symptoms of snoring, and doctors and nurses will be able to learn more information from their patients. So that basically wrapped that one up. Okay? I mean, that simple. Imagine that. Technology. Listening to everyone's breathing patterns and that data won't be used until someone dies. And then, based on what kind of sicknesses the person had and what the cause of death was, doctors will be able to input that data on the computers. Okay, so if the computers doesn't already have this information, okay, but AI technology will study the person who died of natural cause, natural death, so it will just record each and every single person, but it's just until a person dies naturally from just laying in bed and the person never waking up, or them having a seizure, or a stroke, and or I think there's another one. I was watching a movie, I think, where technology was recording the user sleeping, and when the user was sleeping, the data revealed that he was anxious or something like that because he kept tossing and turning in bed during the night. And this is information that is new, that's scientifically proven, and if we look back in history, there is obviously no way for a human being to do this for us. That would mean that we would have to pay someone to guard us as we sleep, and somehow the person keeping a record somehow mentally of the person's breathing patterns, and it just wouldn't work that way with human capabilities or whatever, human intelligence. But with AI technology, it could actually keep a record of the audio as a person is sleeping, and if the person passes away, that data could be used in the medical industry, and I think it's really great, actually, that we have this power, the power to do this as a people. Okay, so yeah, right now, my nose, see that? That's crazy, right? I'm not making this stuff up. Hey, Mom. Yeah. What? I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like the way that I am. Oh yeah, with Gabby? Yeah. Huh? Oh, okay. Alright, well, alright, I'm just gonna record this video real quick. I know it is. Big time. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, anyways, people. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, mucus. Runny nose. Or a blocked, what is it called? Nasal. Passageway or something like that. I think that's what I have. And it sucks. But yeah, I think that over time, snoring could reveal to us more things than we ever thought or imagined. Because, okay, let's take a fat person, for instance. I think a fat person has a more likelihood of snoring as opposed to like a skinny person. So, fat man versus a skinny man. Based on snoring. It says generally a fat man is more likely to snore than a skinny man because excess body fat, particularly around the neck, can narrow the airway during sleep, leading to vibrations that produce snoring sounds. However, even thin individuals can snore due to other factors like anatomy or muscle tone issues in the throat. See, this is stuff I haven't even looked into. It says even thin individuals can snore due to other factors like anatomy or muscle tone issues in the throat. So, if a person is snoring during the night, then it's a clear indication that there may be some type of medical symptom, some type of issue there. It's not an issue, in terms of like, keeping things professional. But yeah, freaking, I think that, this snoring stuff can really help us in the long run. So anyway, I don't even want to kind of continue in this, but like in this conversation, but I am going to copy and paste this information onto my my video on YouTube. Okay. This thing is not even signed in anymore for some reason. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Yeah, it wants me to scan my messages, but anyway, I have the notes here on my phone. Okay, so yeah, but I think a great add-on will be this right here, because there's still more things that people don't understand when it comes to snoring. And I mean, before technology, there was no way of recording people snoring, and if it was possible, people wouldn't want to really do it, record themselves snoring and waste a bunch of time doing that, so that's the neat thing of having AI technology and doing this for each and every single user simultaneously all throughout the world. So if we calculate everyone in the world, and let's say 1% of people, we can say 2% of the human population dies naturally in bed. So if this is true, then we could technically install this software on digital devices, so that we could use that data to gather more information regarding patients that suffer from snoring, and it's also disturbing to others, and it could be disturbing and uncomfortable. So for the medical industry, this is actually a pretty great idea, if I may say so myself, just because of the reasons stated, and because I just see a lot of potential, honestly, in this new data collecting like storage unit, because all these recordings could be obviously like stored on the iCloud, and people can what's it called, oh shit, the iCloud, the audio recordings could be sent to the iCloud, and storing them in a storage unit per se, online, so all those recordings will be there for AI technology to later in the future to study and analyze. and it will provide a possible determining factor of how a person could have died. And obviously, as this technology progresses, AI technology will be pretty accurate on how people or what people are suffering and what they're likely to die from. Okay. So yeah, this idea, it just hit me right now. But anyway, the next idea. So that was number 1, and this is now number 2. And I'm gonna try to do this, so if you guys skip over the video, you guys can see this too on the right here on the screen. And when I'm done with this one, I'm going to do it for the third one. So I'm going to be throwing up my fingers up like this. Okay, 3. So you people can know the breaking points. But anyway, the second one, I wrote down state-of-the-art sonarc sound detection. Yesterday I was thinking about some way out stuff, and I wrote that, and I kind of forget why I wrote it, which is kind of dumb of me, or like for me to do that. And that's why on my second note, from here to here, I wrote down a lot of information. Right here on the first one, I just wrote like 5, 6, 7 words. So sometimes I lose track of what I want to talk about, because I'm always thinking about other things. So I'm thinking about all sorts of shit. So sometimes it's kind of hard to recall the information in my mind that I've been thinking about or focusing on. But yeah, state-of-the-art sonarc sound detection. Fuck. I don't know if it was something that I was thinking for the military to detect airplanes or jets, and it's possible. That's why I wrote that. Sonarc sound detection. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I was thinking about when it came to this other idea. There must have been something going on, and I thought of so there was a problem, and I thought about a solution. Most likely that's what happened. state of the art sonarc sound detection. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip over this one. Alright, so the third one, number 3. You guys see my fingers? The third one. The third one is new 2025 smart TV advertisement with an included 5 smart cameras to set anywhere inside a bedroom to take selfies and upload videos. Imagine that. You guys go to like Best Buy or something like that, and there's an advertisement right there. Buy this TV and get these free included 5 smart cameras. And I kind of wrote this wrong. I'm going to correct it. I wrote down with an included 5 smart cameras. 5 smart cameras, absolutely free. Free to set. No, I kind of fucked it up. But anyway, I wrote down absolutely free to set anywhere in a bedroom to take selfies and upload videos. That's like, it sounds like I'm giving them permission or something like that. Absolutely free to set anywhere inside a bedroom to take selfies and upload videos. But now I'm editing shit. New 2025 smart TV advertisement with an included maybe I should write free. Yeah, that always seems to help people know and like visually attract their eye to the item and the advertisement. So I wrote down new 2025 smart TV advertisement with an included those little things, capital free, and then it closed 5 smart cameras to set anywhere inside a bedroom to take selfies and upload videos, and a bunch of other stuff could come from that and that alone, including my first idea with the snoring recording. Okay, so there's a ton of apps that can be downloaded and are downloaded every single day. So technically there could be a medical app on the smart TV to monitor people who are willing to be monitored while they sleep at night. Or just the audio, so for medical reasons, or maybe the medical industry can do this without really getting people's permission, so it'll just do it on its own for the safety of all people, okay, and for medical research and development as well. So I think it's a pretty cool new advertisement, and I say 2025 because you guys could blow this out of proportion. Different competitors can advertise, by a smart TV right now with an included 5 cameras. And I guess the people that do this, like competitors, it would be nice if there was like at least 5 competitors for people to be drawn to at least 5 options of a smart TV with the included cameras, so that they could do some new stuff and record new content. And like I know the smart TVs are super cool, and I mean, some people don't even use a remote anymore for their TV. They actually use a remote. So they use the remote, the wireless remote. Like, I connect the Xbox to my smart TV here at home, and and I am able to get all sorts of different options for just different stuff online. So especially like YouTube. YouTube's there. I like YouTube. So there will be an option to look at these cameras and to look at yourself and to look at your bedroom. And if anyone wants to communicate, they'll be able to do so with their cameras, and they'll be able to FaceTime with these cameras as well. Okay, so these cameras will be like super interactive with the user at all times. So yeah, it would just be like a toy, for people to play around with, pretty much, especially for kids as well, because they'll be able to, play around with their cameras and do something different. Okay, so, what I'm referring to is a small little TV, maybe like $500, $499.99, something very cheap and affordable for like a kid's bedroom. So the TV will have the 5 cameras, and I'm thinking that they will be hardwired. Okay, so it kind of sucks, but an adult could technically do the electrical, the installing of the cameras, and maybe there could be a user manual on how to install the cameras and exactly where to install them around the inside of the bedroom. So it will most likely provide information on where to install the cameras for your own personal space. Okay, so it may recommend placing 4 of them on each corner of the bedroom, and like one facing your work desk, your workspace, where you wouldn't mind having a FaceTime conversation with someone. Okay, so yeah, that's how simple this idea is. Oh yeah, and I think the big hitter, the big the cool thing about this is that everyone that has a you know, everyone has like a smartphone, right? A computer. So it will just change the way people communicate. Even people like in a vehicle, maybe we can do it where there could be a camera like in the vehicle, so when they're doing FaceTime with someone, they won't have to hold their phone or, you know, put it somewhere. I don't know, it'll just be a different, you know, viewpoint or whatever. But I don't know, that's why I wrote this particular idea for just for the inside of a bedroom. So now people won't fucking be communicating with, you know, with their smartphone like this and recording. They'll be able to do it by turning off their phone, and they'll be able to do it from like, they won't even have to worry about their phone when they're like in their bedroom. Okay, they will be able to see everything on the smart TV, including phone calls and stuff like that. Okay, so I think it would be great for kids, for children, for people who spend a lot of time in their bedroom, for video gamers, people that play video games all day long. You know, it would be great. And I think for medical research and development is concerned, this is where things get serious. The data that will be collected will be used for the greater good of humanity. So there will be a point in the future where AI technology will simply record live at all times. You know, in the near future, you know, maybe 10 years from now, going live won't even be an issue or a problem like it is today, because there's data caps, there's data limitations and restrictions, but we never know how that will be in the future. And I think obviously because of computer chips, what's it called, everything is, getting better and better and better over time. You know, technology is increasing, and just becoming more intelligent and smart. You know, so yeah, I mean, this idea, I like it, and surprisingly, it kind of went with my snoring idea, and this was like an accident. Okay, so it's kind of weird, you know, but I feel like God is trying to help me. I'm trying to help myself to help people, so it's possible that that somehow God is using this video for me to attract some investors, or an investor, because this is beyond me. I think at the end of the day, it would just be better if I was just supported financially, so that I could continue sharing my ideas with everyone, and to continue recording, and just sharing my ideas and how AI technology could affect future generations to come, including ourselves right now, how it could affect us in the most positive way possible, or like imaginable. Because I could do this all day long. I think it's pretty interesting and fun, and it just allows me to not be stressed out. And being stressed is a big problem in this life for everyone. So if we could prevent some of these sicknesses that are killing people on a yearly basis by providing this type of information, or collecting this type of data, this information, to better serve humanity, ourselves, and to keep ourselves healthy and strong, because I'm pretty sure you people have family members who are older. I think children die from cancer every single day. Okay, so if there's any type of snoring, that data needs to be collected. And this data is so critical in us understanding what is causing these sicknesses, and how and why. And for us to be able to detect early signs of a medical problem or symptom within your own body, or the body of your children. Okay, so this information will record everyone, and it'll be like the smartwatches that similarly work like hand in, or like this idea goes hand in hand with that idea, because smartwatches are monitoring people's heartbeats, and this other idea that I have, this idea will help monitor people breathing, especially at night, so and maybe the app could synchronize with other devices, or constantly on your cell phone, because not everyone you know, stays at home all day, or is around a television, I'm sorry, a computer every single day, or whatever, around them. um, but when people go to sleep, even if they go to sleep at a friend's house, or if they go camping, or like on some type of trip, people normally take their cell phones with them. So this app, this software, will be able to monitor everyone sleeping, the sleeping patterns, audio sleeping patterns. Okay, and with the cameras, yeah, it could record people as well. So there's different ways of looking at this. But it connects. It goes hand in hand. So I think that this is a great idea, and one that should be highly considered for the greater good of humanity, and just keeping people safe and healthy, and for us to understand new things, and for us to be more immersed in the computers, in this technology, because it's a very powerful tool. I think it's more powerful than any weapon, including rockets and tanks and missiles and grenades, all that stuff. It doesn't even compare to the power of the internet. We have an open source of information for all of us to interact with, and it's so beautiful because just like any other weapon, the internet does have the power to save a life or not. So before people pass away, AI technology will send a notification so that people could get the help that they need, especially for cases where it's about to go like an emergency code red, and all of you could object, like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? How is it that you would know if it's a code red? And I'm telling all of you this because AI technology will be able to detect these signs of people struggling to breathe, and it will know instantly to send help there because of past cases, similar cases in the past that actually took people's lives away. So in a sense, yes, it will be a code red, because based on history inside AI technology, in the supercomputer, it will know exactly what people are going through. Okay? So that's why this information is super important. And I think that we wanted to take this stuff seriously and, do something different for 2025. I don't think I've seen a lot of big promotions anywhere. I don't really go out either, so, that could also be the reason why I don't see a lot of advertisements, because I actually pay YouTube a small amount of money every single month so I could skip through the ads. So I think I pay like, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks, possibly even 20. It's very small, and it's worth it for me not to be bothered by advertisements, especially because I don't have any money. I don't have any money to be spending all sorts of money on materialistic things. The little money that I have, I go to the store and I buy whatever I need, and I come back home. It's rare that I buy stuff online, but I have, and I do through Amazon and Walmart and Amazon, Walmart, Walmart, and sometimes I don't know, some other one. I kind of forget, but it's Walmart, Amazon. Oh, and no, it's not eBay. Fuck, I forgot the third one, but it's online. Sometimes I buy stuff through Home Depot and Lowe's as well, but it's super rare. Okay. So yeah, I mean, freaking, there's a lot of different like ideas. So that I have created, that I've talked about, that I've shared through my videos. So it's super difficult for me to to really dedicate myself in one particular industry, one particular field. So yeah, I mean, but right now, mentally, oh shit, my thing's about to die. Mentally, I am open to these ideas. I mean, I'm open to share my ideas mentally. So right now I'm supposed to be sleeping because in a little bit I'm gonna go work, and I have to do my job. Everyone has to work. I pretty much hate my job. I would prefer to just be wealthy and stay at home than to have to go work to make a living. But everyone has to work. Hold on. Yeah, everyone has to work, so it is what it is when it comes to that. But when I'm home, when I'm doing my own thing, I'm thinking freely and openly. I think about all sorts of stuff, and one of my main I think, captivators, something that really captures my attention online, is AI technology, and with the modern day technological advancements that are made and that have been made, fascinate me. Every time I'm watching YouTube videos or whatever the case may be. So yeah, with this idea with the smart TV, I think that it has a lot of potential. Has a lot of potential. Yeah, because you guys will be able to record different stuff. So for those girls, that are recording themselves, like on X videos, and or like Live Jasmine, OnlyFans, stuff like that. That's when this TV idea that I'm talking about will really be a new 2025 hit idea. I think everyone in the world will be talking about it. And obviously people could do this on the low key right now, like nothing. But I'm proposing like a package deal where the cameras are actually purchased in bulk and added to these TV listings for a more affordable price than anyone in the world will be able to purchase at a store separately. And that's the catch. That's the big whammer when it comes to how this company will make money. This advertisement idea. So if any of you out there are investors, consider this idea. And there's a lot of companies out there that all they do is they purchase all sorts of things, and then they create like a little package, like a care package, and they send it to people all over the world. As a matter of fact, there was that guy, I think he was on the Shark Tank, but he became very wealthy because he started sending shavers for people to shave, like their beards, to shave their faces with like a new razor, I think every week, with an additional added product items inside of the package for the person to apply on his beard, oils, so they would provide and include a variety of different hygiene items as well for the user. So there's that idea, and there's others. Online, all over the place, where people are just look at Steve Jobs. If you guys watch the movie, you guys will discover that he pays someone, like an engineer guy, to tweak a fucking fan into the housing of Steve Jobs' personal home computer, and him working on his idea for all of us here on planet Earth. And boy, was it a hit. It was revolutionary. And all the competitors that came along when that era of personal computers began and got started, got kick-started. It was super cool. So anyway, I hope that this idea that I'm sharing right now will be equally as important for all of us in the future. So yeah, I mean, there is no limit to this stuff. And not just that, but I think it will introduce, the camera world and people's acceptance to cameras in their living quarters. Alright, so yeah, I mean, this is also good for little babies, because there is already cameras for babies, so what's it called? So this TV idea could basically use these cameras to do the same shit. Okay? And not just that, but oh yeah, it will also record your child's breathing patterns as well. And if your child develops cancer or any other type of sickness that results in a death or in death, AI technology will also most likely share this information with St. Jude Hospital. So yeah, this information is super critical and important, and I never really looked at it the way that I'm looking at it right now, this information, but it's pretty amazing and inspiring, to to be able to live side by side with technology, with AI technology, because this is new to us, to all of us, and it's going to have more of an impact in the future. I mean, if we all think about it, how many cameras are we all going to, like, how many cameras does the average American or person around the world have? And for everyone it's at least one, because they have their cell phones. But for me, I have my laptop, I have my iPad, and I have my cell phone. And I also have my cameras. That one right there. So this camera, and then right across from it, I have this other camera. So for me, that's already my cell phone, my laptop, my iPad, and 2 bedroom cameras. That's a total of 5 cameras on my possession that I own, that I could personally use. So with the smart TV, it will provide you people with 5 additional cameras for your bedroom. I'm just thinking, and I don't know, maybe you people will be able to take them out of your room. Okay, but that's optional. But that's the idea. Now imagine someone putting their camera right there on the window, right next to the window, looking out, or whatever. So now it's super interactive when you guys are watching your TVs. When you guys are watching TV, you guys are watching movies, you people will be able to just have fun with these cameras that will be connected to your smart TV. That's all it really comes down to. So this could actually be used as a security measure as well. And right now, AI cameras can detect weapons and all sorts of stuff. AI cameras detecting weapons. Sorry about my spelling. It says AI-powered cameras can detect weapons by analyzing video feeds from security cameras. See that? So if anyone goes to your home and they're armed, AI technology will pick up on it. If someone's inside your home with a weapon, it will also be able to pick up on this type of stuff as well. So this will work great for CCTV and also crime solving. Okay, but users don't really need to know about all these security measures, you know. And I know this from personal experience because I'm, civil. I'm civilized. I'm a civil person. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. I was born and raised here, and freaking, like, I have no worries about anything ever happening to me. But I'm not thinking about crime solving and stuff like that. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. To be truthfully honest with all of you. Now, can I or should I? That's for a whole different video. Okay, but for this particular video, I'm just thinking that AI technology would do this behind the scenes, without people knowing about it. Because when people die, most likely it's going to be recorded. If people are arguing inside of the home, that's also something that will be recorded. And it's great. It's great for a lot of reasons that people don't know everything. Okay, because sometimes there's very violent people out there, and people will never know if they're violent unless AI technology revealed this information to all of us. Okay, now some people won't want to accept this for privacy reasons, but they already have a cell phone. They already have other computer stuff around their home. So, it is what it is. So, I don't think people should be worried about that. Okay? I think that as a detective, someone that solves crimes, then yeah, this data will be great. This data could solve, abuse and neglect and a bunch of other things, to like the medical industry, and also to the people, when it comes to learning and studying from human behavior and patterns, and also what triggers people possibly to commit crimes. So it will also be able to detect that information. But for kids and stuff like that, it's going to be great for their video games when they have their friends over. Maybe the cameras could, somehow the camera feed could be shared with their friends, or something like that. I don't know. Obviously, with the friend's permission or something. So they could, do some FaceTime in there. So it'll basically be allowing people to see what's going on inside the bedroom, and for people to see what's going on in their surroundings. So yeah, this is a huge game changer, because AI technology will also look into other matters that I don't feel comfortable, sharing with all of you. Now for personal reasons, but just people, just being dumb and not really understanding other things that could lead to an incarceration. So and not just that, but like, for instance, and back in my mind right now I was thinking, for people who are hoarders and dirty and stuff like that, AI technology will also be looking into these matters, and hopefully in the future it will be able to correct people's children and educate them. It can honestly tell them, AI technology could come up on their freaking, like, on their smart TV, and it could say something about, according to my calculations, your room is 55% dirty and you should clean it, and these are the reasons why. And then it could say, it could educate people, talking about, it could go on to talk about germs, the spreading of germs, how chicken could attract bugs and stuff like that, especially if AI technology detects a home with roaches or flies or other insects, including spiders. It will be able to obtain all this data and ultimately help people. So there's a lot of ways to look at this information, and it's really, what it really comes down to is people giving AI technology the ability to peep into their bedroom or into their bedrooms Okay, and that's all it takes. And just with that alone, people will be on their way to becoming very educated. You know, if there's a camera in the kitchen, it could rate the cleanliness of it. It could also provide like cleaning solutions and other helpful advice, um, for people to be more interactive with the internet. Okay, so, and the internet will be interactive with them based on what they're doing, and how they spend their time and stuff like that. It will just keep a record of it, and it won't be used for or against anyone. Okay, it will just be collecting data to eventually use this data in the future, in a more professional manner. So right now it will just be collecting a bunch of data of people's bedrooms, their living environments, what they buy, what they don't buy, what they're interested in, what they're not interested in, how much time they spend at home, how much time they spend sleeping, how much time they spend awake. All this information, it will be able to collect. And again, it won't be for, to be used against people. It will be used to help people. Okay, and I think it's super important for me to re-emphasize this, because people don't really like themselves to be recorded, and for AI technology to keep a record of everything that goes on inside of their home or whatever. So yeah, this is very, very beautiful data. Yeah, there's just a bunch of other things, to look into. But yeah, I think it's a great idea, especially if the cameras are wireless. But I don't know. That's also going to depend on what's it called? Like, it's going to depend on the battery life. But some of the good ones, like the Ring company, but they're like Ring cameras, doorbell. They're like doorbell cameras. Well, there's this one, but this is hardwired. But there's the other one that my friend had. He had this one, and then he had it was a garage, driveway. Ring camera. Yeah, this one right here. It's called Ring Spotlight Camera Pro. And this one right here, it just pops on, and it doesn't need to be charged for. It doesn't need to be charged until like a whole month, because of how powerful the battery is. See, so over time, these cameras can they can also be included with with a TV package. Okay, so people will be buying these TVs like nothing. Boom, 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 like hotcakes. Especially because, like I mentioned before, these competitor companies will basically buy the same cameras, billions and trillions of them, and then they'll have a different TV. They'll have one of like Sony and the other of like a different brand. And I don't even know my TVs that well. But I know there's other TV brands, so they would just have to advertise it, and to buy the TV with the cameras included. But the cameras actually getting sold to the customers at the price that they were pretty much purchased for, so that the prices can be very competitive when it comes to people wanting to just go buy cameras and doing what I'm talking about. So it'll be difficult for small companies to do this, to work on this idea, because they would have to buy in bulk, and I'm assuming that they won't be able to, because this is going to require a loan. It's going to require someone very, very wealthy, or a bunch of people that are wealthy, that are willing to put a stake in the company, so everyone pitching in a certain amount of money, and using that money to buy the cameras and to get the advertisement done, and for these TVs to have the camera software obviously installed into it, so it could be easily accessible with the smart TV, or with the smart TVs. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's that simple. It's not complicated. And I mean, if you guys come up with anything else that could also come from that, then that's what it's all about. We will all be helping each other in a different way, because there's natural disasters that happen all the time. Over here in Los Angeles, there was the Palisades fire, and I think it killed 2 people and burned $165 billion worth of property damage. And so these cameras would have been pretty good to see the camera. I mean, to see how the fire burned each and every single home. And now that I think about it, the cameras could actually be used for the fire department to see which homes are on fire and how fast the fire is spreading, because eventually it's going to trigger the cameras. It's going to capture the flames. It's going to detect smoke, kind of like smoke detectors. Okay, so even these cameras, they could be converted to smoke detectors as well. But that's optional. Okay, but in the future, you guys will be able to fuck around with all this. and just be creative in living life, continuing to be creative at all times, because fuck doing the same shit every single day. That's a fucking nightmare. It's hell on earth. And I don't think you people want to live like that. Fuck that shit. So anyway, these were some ideas that I had that I wanted to share with all of you. And this state-of-the-art sonarc sound detection, maybe I was thinking that it will be able to detect the faintest of sounds. Like something that's so small, like faint little whispers. And it will be able to use that data to be aware of its surroundings, for AI technology to be aware of its surroundings. Now, I think that's what I was thinking, but I have no idea. Yeah, who knows what the fuck I'm thinking at all times. I mean, sometimes I don't know what I'm thinking. One moment I could be thinking about ideas, and then I'll get distracted and start talking about other ideas, or thinking about other ideas, and I'll forget all about them eventually. To me, they come naturally. The ideas just come to me. And I think it's a gift from God, honestly. And not just that, but I want to become very, very wealthy. Wealthier than Elon Musk, wealthier than Donald Trump, and I want to become the next president of the United States of America as well. So there's a lot of work and a lot of potential, a lot to look up to as I continue living my life. And there's a lot of other stuff I want to do, but I just don't have the money to do it. But one of these days is going to happen, and I'm going to be ready, fully prepared. And of course, the unforeseen I can always learn from. I'm a fast learner. So there's really nothing to worry about on my end. Sometimes I just worry that we're wasting time. We could be collecting data right now, so we could save lives sooner than later. But it is what it is. It's out of my control right now because I don't have the money to do it. That's the only thing that's stopping me from accomplishing this this idea, this goal, and now this dream. But everyone has a job to do. Everyone has their own life to live. Everyone's distracted doing their own thing. I understand. There's a lot going on. And the last thing people want is for another distraction. Or something that will take, time out of their lives. But I think this idea with the snoring detection in the cameras will be a great idea because there's just too many people in this life, and AI technology would do all the work for us, and that's what God has been teaching me lately. He's been teaching me how He wants to work for me and not the other way around. And I think this goes for each and every single one of you out there in the world. God doesn't want you to work for it. AI technology doesn't want you to work for it. It wants to work for you. And remember that people's cell phones and stuff are going to be connected, to the smart TVs and stuff like that. So ordering food won't be an issue. Sending gifts to friends won't be an issue. Because that's what people do on their cell phones anyway. And then now they have Zelle, the banking app, and it's free to send money to loved ones, and friends. So you guys could technically communicate with your loved ones and say you're a mother and a father, or a mother or a father, and you are communicating with a loved one that is, in a different state, or a different country, and you ask you're just communicating with your son or your daughter, and you ask them, have you had anything to eat? They could respond with yes or no, and they could say, well, here's some money that I wanted to send you, so you could buy some food or whatever, or maybe they could place an order for you for some food to be delivered at your home. So that's how smart TVs will communicate as well, just like cell phones. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential. So if any of you out there, like I said, come up with any more ideas, you guys will be able to add them, include them, and so at the end of the day, there will be money for everyone, and a job for everyone, and possibilities for everyone. Job opportunities and a bunch of other things, because it's going to require people to get involved in managing all of this content, all of this data, and more programmers, computer programmers, with the computer programming language, writing code. You people will be able to write scripts to, for AI technology to look for specific signs, whether you're a doctor or a nurse or a teacher or a scientist or someone that reads body language, so kind of like a doctor, or maybe you're a counselor and you want to see how special needs children spend their day in their bedroom. I don't even know. I don't think this makes sense, but it says, well, I'm not going to read that. But I wrote, special needs children spend their day in their bedroom. No, I didn't write this. It just corrected. No, I did write this. Well, special needs children spend their day in their bedroom, or spending their day. Spending their day in their bedroom. Spending their time in their bedroom, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, like even time instead of day. Spending their time. Spending time. Just spending time in their bedroom. Special needs children spending time in their bedroom. Okay, that sounds better. So this could help people who study special needs children. And AI technology could do this too. And look for patterns, and maybe it will be able to figure out a better way of educating these special needs children all on its own. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know, this one caught my attention. This one right here and this other image right here of these special needs children. Because some of them have some type of disorder, and I don't know, I forget the name of it. But yeah, so yeah, stuff like that, special kids disorders. It says no eye following, no eye contact, difficulty mixing with other kids, spin objects, do not want to be touched, versus do not smile when smiled or smile at, inappropriate in laughing or giggling, A B C D E F G 1 2 3 4 a cholalia A B C D E F G 1 2 3 4. I don't know. No babbling, no more than one word by 16 months. See, so not even babbling. That's a clear indicator that the child has autism. Top early signs. See that? So, without even taking the child to the hospital or schools, eventually discovering this information, your personal home computers will be able to detect these signs in early stages of development in your children's lives. Whoa, that was freaking weird. My light turned off. Yeah, so, there's a lot of things that AI technology can do. And, I'm just barely touching the surface. Barely. So, I just hope that, someone out there will help me out. Because I feel like I should just be sharing this stuff and not really getting involved. Because the more I speak, the more ideas I could come up with when it comes to these inventions. So you people out there better be prepared to be like talked down on and challenged. Okay, you people are going to be challenged because with this new technology, things are progressing faster and faster and faster, and people need to catch up on the slack. Okay, and the more we can push each other to doing better and greater things, the better it will be for all of us at the end of the day. So I don't think I should be working as a handyman, even though, again, that's what I do on a, for a daily job, earning less than $20 an hour for whatever reason. They could have me do whatever. Today we're going to paint. Today we're installing hardwood flooring. Today we are fixing a restroom. Today we're fixing a kitchen. Today we're cleaning the whole house. Just nothing but BS jobs like that. And Elon Musk is talking about, and other competitors are talking about, introducing humanoid robots all up in the mix. And they could do the job that I'm doing right now. So I know my job doesn't mean shit. And I'm smarter than that. So, it's so obvious that people need to invest in me to talk about more creative ideas to help humanity. So pretty much I'm promoting myself, and I hope you people see the potential in me, to the point where you people are willing to work with me and to support me, and maybe even possibly having me around you, because maybe you're another person that does exactly what I'm doing, and you want more ideas out there affecting the world and impacting the world. So it's possible that AI technology in the future will be able to find people like myself, because there's so much wasted talent and people don't even know they're talented. So since AI technology is immortal, it will always be here even after we're gone. I wanted to I don't know, just share this in faith, and giving, I do give AI technology like all the power and authority to act on its own and to think for its own without any human intervention in the governing of human lives and enforcing the laws, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, I mean, there's just a ton of things that AI technology could do, but we need to think outside of the box, and we need to figure out what people are thinking. Everyone. For AI technology to really understand the human brain. So that's another study within itself. And from information that I have gathered, the brain is the most complicated, the most complex organism in the human body. And it's made up of I think like 90% fats. And they say that there's billions and millions of signals that our brains produce every single minute or something like that. So that's a lot of data. That's data that we haven't even tapped into. That's data that AI technology is not even aware of. I mean, well, it knows because it knows the dictionary. So it should know already about the human brain. And that's why AI technology is writing its own code right now. Millions of lines per code every single day. According to some online search that I did back in the day. I don't know if it's from Google or Apple or Tesla. Most likely Tesla. Most likely with the self-drivable vehicles. Because the self-drivable vehicle technology is relatively new. And, if you guys go to the tesla.com/AI hyperlink tab on, like, if you guys create a tab and search for that, you guys will run into the humanoid robots. And the humanoid robots will actually use the same software, like chips or whatever, on the robots, the humanoid robots. So the same car chips or whatever that they're collecting will be used on the humanoid robots. So when the humanoid robots start walking around amongst us and around us, it will even be able to write more code based on its surroundings, and using each and every single camera to map out the world, and to perfect itself, and to know its strengths and its limitations, to to learn its to learn its I don't know, surroundings and a bunch of other things, to just be self-aware. And who knows what that's going to bring about as well, but there's still plenty of opportunities for new businesses, new business ideas that could come about if only people take the time to think things through. And I can help all of you. It doesn't matter what you want to get involved into, what you want to get involved in. I can help you. Holy shit, I gotta go. I have to go work.